Good evening, students. Good evening, all of you. Welcome to Unacademy EAMCET YouTube channel. Myself, Dr.Rajendra Prasad, biology educator on Unacademy platform. And I have been teaching biology to medical aspirants from last 13 years students. In today's class, we'll be discussing about the topic related to photosynthesis. That is, we'll be discussing some multiple choice questions on cyclic photophosphorylation, and also we'll be discussing about the cyclic phosphorylation. What is cyclic phosphorylation? How it takes place during the process of photosynthesis. So before starting the lessons, I would like to introduce about our Unacademy Plus subscription students. So Unacademy is providing free special live classes every day on its Unacademy app students. Apart from that, Unacademy is also providing free classes on its YouTube channel. In that, every day we will be having free YouTube channel class at 4 p.m. students. So apart from that, there is a well-designed courses going on Unacademy Plus platform. So I suggest you to subscribe the Unacademy Plus courses so that you get a benefit out of all those particular courses students. So let us see what is the importance of this Unacademy Plus subscription is. So if you see Unacademy Plus subscription benefits, so premium content. So premium content will be available at affordable price. So you will be getting the premium content at affordable price. So structured live courses and dedicated live talking sessions will be taking place students. So quizzes also will be conducted at regular intervals. So lectures will be in batches. You can join those batches of interest which you are interested. So test series for daily practice papers, and all this you can get for single subscription, and for 1 month there is one trial plan is available, that is 2,250 rupees students. So recently, in the month of November, they have started one batch course. The name of the batch is called as the Telugu batch. So what is this importance of this Telugu batch is, all the teachers will be teaching the classes in Telugu language. So Telugu language lo manki ఏంటంటే ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు. సో మన తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్ అనేది మన నేటివ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ కాబట్టి ఖచ్చితంగా మనకి అది ఈజీగా అర్థమై హెల్ప్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది మనకి ఖచ్చితంగా. సో ఆల్ ద లెక్చరర్స్ ఇన్ దిస్ తెలుగు బ్యాచ్ విల్ బి టేకింగ్ క్లాసెస్ ఇన్ ది తెలుగు యాక్చువల్లీ. సో complete syllabus. What is purpose of this Telugu batch? The main purpose of this Telugu batch is to complete the syllabus. The tips and also tricks will be given by educator students. So if you are interested, you can go for 1 month trial plan that is costing around 2,250 rupees. You can use my code Rajendra Live and you can get the course for 1 month trial plus 2,250 rupees students. Then another batch already started, that is called comprehensive batch for EAMCET. So in that batch I am already taking the biology classes, sir is taking the physics classes, and sir is taking the chemistry classes. And what is purpose of this comprehensive batch is complete syllabus will be covered. Tips and tricks will be given by educators, topic wise question papers will be prepared, and full length mock tests also will be conducted. And this all you can get for 1 month trial plan 2,250 rupees. You can use my code Rajendra Live so that you can get the 1 month trial price for 2,250 rupees. So apart from this 1 month plan, so there is long term plans also available students. So the long-term plans costing about 6 months plan. 6 months plan is costing around 10,125 rupees, and 12 months plan. So 12 months plan is costing around 12,375 rupees. Students, for 6 months 10,000 rupees is very less amount students. So I suggest you to go for this long-term plan. So 6 months plan for 10,125 rupees and 12 months plan for 12,375 rupees. If you are interested, you can use my code Rajendra Live so that you can get the 6 months course for 10,125 rupees and 12 months plans for 12,375 rupees. So that is about our Unacademy Plus subscription students. So let's start with our today's session regarding the cyclic photophosphorylation. So let's see the first multiple choice questions on this topic, cyclic photophosphorylation. Which of the following statements correctly describes the cyclic photophosphorylation? That was the question. So which of the following statement correctly describes the cyclic photophosphorylation? That was the question. So before starting you can see the statement. So before starting let us go to the diagram once and explain what is cyclic photophosphorylation. So this is the cyclic photophosphorylation which we are showing here. So previous class also we have discussed about non-cyclic photophosphorylation. In this cyclic photophosphorylation, you can see there is a photosystem. So this is the photosystem. So this is known as photosystem, 1. So this is called as a photosystem 1. So this photosystem 1 actually contains the chlorophyll pigments, in that especially chlorophyll A. So chlorophyll A is acting as a reaction center in the chlorophyll A. So this chlorophyll A is acting as a reaction center. There is one molecule, that is one molecule of chlorophyll A, which is acting as a reaction center. So the chlorophyll A molecule, which is acting as a reaction center, it absorbs. So what it is doing is it absorbs. So it absorbs sunlight. So what it is doing is it is absorbing sunlight. It absorbs sunlight at 700 nanometers in visible light. So they are absorbing the sunlight, especially from the visible light. So visible light, so at 700 nanometers it is absorbing the light. So the chlorophyll A molecule, one of the chlorophyll A molecule, so one of the chlorophyll A molecule which is acting as a reaction center that absorbs visible light at 700 nanometers. So that is the reason it is called as a P700. So that is the reason the name P700 was given to that particular photosystem. So PS1, so term PS1, so PS1 full form if you take is, it is called as a photosystem 1. So term PS1 means photosystem 1. It is called as a photosystem 1. So it was first identified. So that is the reason the name was given as photosystem 1. So why photosystem 1 was given is it is the first photosystem that was observed or identified. So later observed is photosystem 2, that is in that the chlorophyll A molecule is absorbing light at 680 nanometers in fact. So 700 nanometers means it is absorbing light at red light actually. So red light. So 700 nanometers comes in the far red light actually. So like that, so this is the photosystem 1. In the photosystem 1, so chlorophyll A, one of the chlorophyll A molecule is absorbing light at 700 nanometers. That is the reason the name 700 nanometers was P700 was given actually. Okay. So this particular chlorophyll A molecule, it absorbs light. So when it absorbs light, it gets excited. When it gets excited, okay, when it gets excited, what happens is, so what happens is when it gets excited, so when it gets excited, what happens is it releases electron. So it releases electron. So that electron will be received by the electron acceptor. So electron will be received by the electron acceptor. So that electron acceptor is again transported. It is transported to the electron transport system. So it is transported to the electron transport system. If you see this electron transport system, inside this electron transport system, we have the cytochromes. So we have carrier molecules, that is like cytochrome B6. So we have cytochrome F. So cytochrome B6 and cytochrome F also will be present. So these are the carrier molecules, electron carrier molecules. From there again the electron is transferred back. So this electron is coming back again to the chlorophyll, that is photosystem 1. So that is the reason. So this type of transport, this type of movement of electron is called as a cyclic photophosphorylation. So during this process, there is a movement of electrons. So when electron is moving in the electron transport system, so in electron transport system we have cytochrome B, just now we discussed cytochrome B6 and cytochrome F. So when electron is moving between them, there is a liberation of ATP take place. So you can see here, so there is a liberation of ATP is also taking place. So finally, during the process of cyclic photophosphorylation, what happens is the only ATP synthesis is taking place. So only ATP synthesis. So only ATP synthesis is taking place. Only ATP synthesis is taking place. There is no formation of NADPH is not taking place. Only ATP synthesis. Only ATP synthesis is taking place in the cyclic photophosphorylation. So that is about the cyclic photophosphorylation. Let us go back to the question which we were discussing. So let us see this question once again. So which of the following statements are correct describing the cyclic photophosphorylation? So now let's see. Let's see statement A. Cyclic photophosphorylation has photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. So just now we are discussing that cyclic photophosphorylation has only one photosystem, that is photosystem 1. So photosystem 2 is absent. So this statement is a wrong statement. Then let us go to the next statement. Cyclic photophosphorylation produces neither ATP nor NADPH. That was the question. But in cyclic photophosphorylation, we have seen only the ATP synthesis is taking place, but not NADPH plus H plus. and so this will be also a wrong statement. The statement C, let's go to the statement C. Water is the ultimate source. Water is the ultimate source of electrons in the cyclic photophosphorylation. Here in this cyclic photophosphorylation, so there is no involvement of any water molecule. You can see there is no involvement of water molecule to liberate electrons. Electron is liberated only due to the excitement. Okay, due to excitement from the sunlight. Due to sunlight, chlorophyll A is getting excited. So that is the only the source for electrons. So water is not the source. Actually here water is not the source. So what is the source means? Sunlight is the source actually. So sunlight is the ultimate source. So that is the reason. So this statement is also a wrong statement. Then let us see statement D. Electrons are cycled. Electrons are cycled. So that's what we were discussing. Electrons are in a moving in a cycled manner. So that is the reason. So statement D will be the right answer. So like this we have to answer this question. So finally the option D will be our right answer, students, for this given question. So let us move to the next question. So once again, good evening, students. So good evening all of you. So people who are watching this session. So let us move to the next question, students. In plant cell, which of the following pigments participate directly? Which of the following pigments participate directly in the light reaction? So directly the light reaction of photosynthesis. So we have seen just now, so reactions out of all the chlorophyll pigments. So actually all chlorophyll pigments are involved. All chlorophyll pigments. So all chlorophyll pigments are participating. So all chlorophyll pigments are participating in light reaction. So all chlorophyll pigments are participating in light reaction. But question, what is the question was asking directly? So which one is directly participating? That was the question. It is directly. So all chlorophyll pigments are participating in the reaction, but question was asking which is directly participating. That was the question actually. Okay. So all chlorophyll pigments in that. So we have different chloropigments like chlorophyll A. So we have chlorophyll B. So just now we have seen carotenoids. So chlorophyll B. So chlorophyll A is the chief pigment. It is the chief pigment. So it is directly participating. So it is acting as a reaction center. So chlorophyll A is actually acting as a reaction center. So chlorophyll A is acting as a reaction center. One of the chlorophyll A molecule is acting as a reaction center. So that is the reason we take it as an answer. So chlorophyll A is directly acting. So directly acting in the process of the photosynthesis. Whereas chlorophyll B and D is carotenoids. They are also acting, but they are not directly acting. So they are accessory pigments or additional pigments. So they are not directly acting. So you can see in this one of the diagram you see here. So one of the molecule in this diagram, you see in this diagram. So this molecule, for example, this is a reaction center. This can be a chlorophyll A. It can be chlorophyll A 700 nanometers or chlorophyll A 680. So other molecules, you can see these are the all other molecules. From other molecules, the photons that were received, and those all are getting transported to reaction center. Whatever energy trapped, that energy is they are giving to one single molecule. You can see that one single molecule is the reaction center. They are passing to that single molecule. You can see here. All pigments are molecules. They are not directly participating. They are passing the excited molecules. They are passing those energy to the one single molecule, that is reaction center. So that is the reaction. So that is the reason chlorophyll A. So chlorophyll A is actually only one molecule. Chlorophyll A is directly participating, but others are additional. Okay. So that is the reason we have to take answer as chlorophyll A. So chlorophyll A is our answer in this particular given question. So let us move to next question. Electrons are picked up. So electrons are picked up. So electrons are picked up by electron acceptor. Electrons are picked up by electron acceptor, which passes them to electron transport system consisting of. So electrons picked up by electron acceptor, which passes to them to the electron acceptor. So they are passing the electron acceptor. So they are passing them to electron transport system. So an electron transport system consists of. The question was asking to identify the what is this electron transport system is consisting of. That was the question. So electrons are transferred to the electrons. Okay, electrons are transferred are picked up by electron acceptor, and the electron acceptor transports electrons to an electron transport system. So what is the question is, what is this electron transport system is composed of? Now you can see in this diagram. Now this is the electron transport system. So this electron transport system consists of, you can see here there is the electron carriers. Electron carriers are present. So what are the electron carriers? Electron carriers are cytochrome B and cytochrome F. So cytochrome B and cytochrome F are the electron carriers which are present in the electron transport system. So you can see here, so whatever electrons, the electrons from photosystem 2, the electrons from photosystem 2, they are transported to cytochromes. From cytochromes, the electrons are transported to the photosystem 1 here, and finally at the photosystem 1, so NADP plus is converted to NADPH. So electron is transported from where? Electron is transported from photosystem 2 to photosystem 1 via electron transport system. So electron transport system contains chlorophyll B and chlorophyll F. So chlorophyll, not chlorophyll, it is called cytochrome B and cytochrome F. So cytochromes. So what are finally the answer is cytochrome. Cytochromes B and cytochrome F. So that will be the answer. So let us move to the next question. Chemiosmotic mechanism mediates. That was the next question. So what is the role of chemiosmotic mechanism mediates? So chemiosmotic mechanism, so what it mediates, that was the question. So chemiosmotic mechanism mediates. So it mediates actually, the main purpose of this is to mediate, to produce the ATP synthesis. Main purpose is to synthesize ATP. So you can see here, this is a diagram. Also here you can see there is protons. Here the protons are accumulating in the lumen. So chemiosmotic hypothesis explains about how the chemical energy ATP is produced through osmosis. So that is the reason chemiosmosis, osmotic hypothesis. So when these protons are moving through this F0, this is a carrier protein. So F0 is a carrier protein that is present in thylakoid. So it is a carrier protein that is located in the thylakoid. Then F1. So F1 is having the enzymatic activity. The type of enzymatic activity is ATP synthase. So when proton is passing through, so this all together is called as a proton gradient. So that is all together is called as a proton gradient. So when these protons are moving through this carrier protein, so this all together is actually also called as fifth complex. It is also called as a fifth complex. Okay. So fifth complex includes F0, F1. So F0 is a carrier protein. F1 is a ATP synthase enzyme. So when protons are passing through the thylakoid membrane through this carrier protein, there is some energy is liberated. That energy helps in binding off. So that energy helps in binding of ADP to form ATP in the presence of enzyme ATP synthase. So that is the reason. So the that mechanism is called chemiosmotic. So how the movement of protons is taking place, from where protons are liberated, how the protons are moving through the thylakoid membrane is explained by the mechanism. The name of the mechanism is called chemiosmotic mechanism. It was given by Peter Michel. Peter Michel is the person who has given the mechanism. So it explains about ATP synthesis. So that is the reason we take the answer as ATP synthesis as our answer in this case. Next, let's move to the next question. ATP synthesis. ATP synthesis in photosynthesis involves. So ATP synthesis in photosynthesis involves. That was the question. So ATP synthesis in photosynthesis involves the. So we were discussing previously. So different options were given. Establishment of proton gradient. So this is the most relevant statement. Establishment of proton gradient. It is not protein, but there is some printing mistake in this question, I think. So it is not the proton. It is not the protein. It is the proton gradient. Then we can take this answer as a right answer. Okay, so just now we are discussing, right? So this H plus ions, accumulation of H plus ions inside the lumen of the thylakoid. So that is called as a proton gradient. Now that is called as a proton gradient. Now that is called as a proton gradient. Actually, accumulation of protons in the lumen, that is called as a proton gradient. So that's what it is. So that is the reason. So we'll be taking the option A is our answer. Next, in photosynthesis, protons accumulates in the, so where these protons gets accumulated in the process of photosynthesis. That was the question actually, where these protons are getting accumulated. So if you see where these protons are getting accumulated, so just now we have seen this diagram. See where these protons are present. So H plus ions, these all are protons. So protons are accumulated in the lumen. So protons are accumulated in which place? They are accumulated in the lumen of the thylakoid. So the protons are accumulated in the lumen of thylakoid during light reaction. So during light reaction, what happens is the accumulation of protons takes place in the lumen. So in the lumen of the thylakoid. So based on that, let us answer this question. So in photosynthesis, protons accumulate. So where the protons are accumulating? So protons are accumulating in the lumen. So lumen of thylakoid. So it is accumulating in the lumen of the thylakoid. So let's move to the next question. All of the following statements are incorrect. So all of the following statements are incorrect for non-cyclic electron transport system except, so we have to identify the right statement. Okay. So let us see statement here. Electron transport between photosystem 2 to photosystem 1 produces ATP by substrate level phosphorylation. So there is no matter of substrate level phosphorylation in the electron transport system. So this will be a wrong statement. So this will be an incorrect statement. So this will be a wrong statement. So there is no point of the substrate level phosphorylation here in this case. So that will be a statement A is an incorrect statement. Then let us see statement B. Photosystem 2. In photosystem 2, oxidation of 2 water molecules. Oxidation of 2 water molecules produces 4 electrons. 4. This is proton. Should be a proton. 4 electrons, 4 protons, and a single oxygen. So this will be a relevant statement. If you see here, in this case, that process is called as photolysis of water. So photolysis of water. So photolysis of water takes place at photosystem 2. So photolysis of water takes place near the photosystem 2. That is the right statement. Then, so what happens in photolysis of water? So H2O. So when this H2O undergo lysis, so when it is producing protons plus electrons plus O2. So when 2 H2O, it produces 4 protons, 4 electrons and 1 oxygen molecule. So finally when 2 H2O molecules undergo photolysis, it produces 4 protons. So during photolysis, what happens is when 2 water molecules undergo photolysis, it produces 4 protons. It produces 4 protons, 4 electrons and 1 oxygen molecule. So this is a correct. Okay. So that is a correct statement. So certainly the statement B should be the correct statement. So let us see the rest of the statements also. So water is oxidized and electrons are released by PS1. So this is a wrong statement. Water is oxidized but electrons are released by pH2. So statement C is a wrong statement. Then photosystem 2 reduces NAD plus to NADPH. So photosystem, it is not the photosystem 2 but photosystem 1. Photosystem 1 reduces NADP plus to NADPH. So statement D also will be a wrong statement. So finally we'll conclude that the statement B is considered as the right option. So let's move to the next question. So let us see the next statement, students. So identify the correct statement. So identify the correct statement. So identify the correct statement for ADP synthase. That was the question. So identify the correct statement. Correct statement for ADP synthase. That was the question. So let us see. Let us go to statement wise. The enzyme consists of two parts. ADP synthase contains two parts. The hydrophobic membrane bound portion, that is called as F0 portion, and stick out into stroma, that is called as F1. So you can see here, now question was asking about this one. So you can see here, now this is F0 and this is F1. So now this is the F0 which is embedded. So F0 is embedded in the thylakoid membrane, and F1 is located towards stroma. So let us go to the first statement. So so ADP synthase has two parts. No doubt it is having F0 and which the portion which is coming out into stroma, that is called as F1. So the statement A is a correct statement. It is a correct statement. Should be a correct statement. So we have seen in the diagram just now. So for example, this is the F0 to this like this. This is called as a F1. Now let us go to the statement 2. F0 appears to form channel across the membrane through which protons can pass. So F0 appears to form the channel. So no doubt it is the right question. It is also right statement. F0. So the main function of F0 is to form as a channel protein, okay, which help in the transport of protons. So which protons can pass. So statement 2 is also the right statement. Then third statement. The conformational change in F1 portion of the complex. F1 portion complex inside ADP. So that is also a right statement. So after products are moving, what happens is the conformation change occurs. So that is also a right statement. Then statement 4. Proton motive force that drive the synthesis of ATP. Yes. So when protons are moving, so there is one force that develops the formation of ATP. That is called as that develops the formation of ATP. So when protons are moving, what happens is, so there is a proton motive force is developed, so that help in binding of ADP with inorganic phosphate to form ATP. So statement 4 is also right statement. So based on that, finally we conclude that all of this, so all statements are correct, students. All statements are correct. So we'll take the answer as a option D. So let us go to the next question. Let us move to the next question. So which of the following pair is mismatched? That was the question. Which of the following pair is mismatched? So let us see statement A. Photosystem 1. So photosystem 1 uses P700 molecule in its photosystem center. So this is a correct statement. So photosystem 1 is having chlorophyll A molecule. It is having chlorophyll A molecule which absorbs light at 700 nanometers. So that is the reason it is P700. So that is the right statement, and it is the next correct statement. Now antenna complex. So antenna complex. So antenna complex. Question is asking which pair is mismatched. So statement 1 is correct. It is not mismatched. So next one, antenna complex. So antenna contains hundreds of pigments. So no doubt antenna complex molecule contains hundreds of pigment molecules. So this is also a correct statement. No, this is also a correct statement. Then statement C, you see, phosphoglyceraldehyde. So PGA means it is the full form is phospho. glyceraldehyde. Okay, phosphoglyceraldehyde, 3-carbon compound. So it is a phosphoglyceraldehyde. So 3-carbon compound. So that is also a right statement. So PGA, here there is a 3-carbon compound phosphoglyceraldehyde. It is also a correct statement. Then statement D, you see. So the dark reaction, so takes place in grana. That's what it is telling. So it is a wrong. So dark reaction. So dark reaction takes place in stroma. So dark reaction takes place in stroma. In dark reaction, what happens? The carbon dioxide is reduced. So carbon dioxide is reduced to sugars. So the enzymes required for this reduction of carbon dioxide to sugars are present in stroma. So this is a wrong statement. So during the dark reaction, carbon dioxide with help of reducing power ATP and NADPH. Okay. So they convert carbon dioxide into sugars. So that is the reason statement D is a wrong statement. Okay. So that is about the multiple choice questions of this today's topic, students. So before ending the sessions, I would like to introduce about our Unacademy Plus subscription once again, students. So Unacademy is also providing free live classes on its Unacademy is also providing free live classes, students. Unacademy is providing free live classes on its Unacademy EAMCET app. You can download the Unacademy learning app. In that you choose the goal as Unacademy EAMCET, and you can join the free special classes by using my code Rajendra Live. If you use my code Rajendra Live and join the special live classes, okay. So that is for 1 hour. So 1 hour, so 60 minutes special live classes will be there on our app. So you can join those classes, students. So use my code Rajendra Live. So you can use my code Rajendra Live. So you can use this code Rajendra Live. So you can see here my code Rajendra Live. Use my code Rajendra Live to join the classes, special classes. And this was 60 minutes actually. This was 60 minutes. So there is a description box is available. In that link is also available. So you can click on those link and join the special live classes, students. And there is a best plans. I suggest you take the long-term subscription, that is 6 months plan and 12 months plan is available, students. So 6 months plan costing about 10,125 rupees and 12 months plan is costing about 12,375 rupees. So I suggest you to take these long-term plan, students. Certainly will benefit for you. Okay, students. Thank you, students, all of you. So thank you everybody. See you in the next class. Day after tomorrow we'll be having another class. So we'll be joining at that class. Thank you, students.